we're here in a little north of Ronald Park. We're in a little town called Santa Rosa, California. And we are currently looking for an interviewee. Where are we exactly, babe?
Santa Rosa Avenue.
On Santa Rosa Avenue. So hopefully we'll find some. And we'll get back to you. What I'm asking you to do, basically, is if you could just tell me your story, man. How did you guys end up here? And what happened in your life that you think will be the most responsible or most accurate reason of why you ended up in this situation here? Let me get your names first.
Ed.
This is Ed?
Joshua.
And Joshua. Ed and Joshua. Ed, go ahead.
Huh?
You can tell me how did you end up here? What happened?
Real quick, man. My wife and kid passed away in a car accident. My wife and my child passed away in a car accident, man.
Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, man.
And when did that happen?
That happened, when Black Cloud won't live, man. It happened about 9 years ago. And my daughter, Tiffany, she passed away last year, man.
Man, I'm really sorry.
My first son, he died at 6 months old. This is all true, bro.
Okay, before those tragic events happened, what was your life like before that?
It was all good, man. You know what I mean? My dad was my hero. My mom was just there, you know what I mean?
Tell me about your dad.
For him, there's more of us walking around. He's a war hero. He's my hero. I still love my dad today. Man, I kiss him on the damn lips, you know what I mean? That's my dad.
Fuck yeah.
I learned everything from my dad.
Yeah.
I left the house when I was 13 years old. And he told me, he just pulled me aside. He says, don't forget what I taught you. You know, just don't forget what I taught you, man. And I never did. You know what I mean? I grew up, he was in the Army, and he didn't want me to go in the Marines, man. I went in the Marines, man. You know?
So you got along with your dad. Your dad was a good influence on you. You guys were tight. You guys were close. Loved him. And then
Yeah.
did you graduate high school?
No.
Didn't graduate high school. How come? Did you just didn't like it, or you had a hard time learning, or?
Hey, homie, I don't blame nobody, man, for my faults and mistakes, right? I take it right on the chin. I had 3 older brothers. We moved in Cloverdale. There was 418 people. I saw a cross being burned, black family being moved out. In that town, if you weren't accepted, you're bad. My brothers, they were, you know what I mean, like 12, 13 years older, and so they ran amok, you know what I mean? And you know, my time come to get a job and shit. And like I said, I don't blame nobody, but we're the hellions, bro.
You were the youngest?
Yeah.
Okay, and your brothers were 13 years older than you?
Yeah. I have 3 older brothers, bro.
And they were pretty wild and crazy, so these were your role models growing up?
I got sucked into the game, bro. It's bullshit. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, they tell me the cops are bad. You know what I mean? We got to hang out with Hell's Angels. And to tell you the truth, I wish I would have never touched a fucking drug in my life, bro.
Yeah. When did that start, your drug use?
13 years old.
13?
Living in a can and marijuana. I got, you know, I liked it, man. You know what I mean? I had some other problems. But, you know what I mean? My mom was the devil, you know?
Your mom, well, tell me about your mom. Why would you say she was the devil?
Cold-hearted, man.
Yeah.
Didn't give a fuck. I don't talk too much about it, man, but...
That's okay. You don't have to say what you want. You don't have to put everything out there,
man. Dinner's ready when the fucking food hits the wall, slides down, you know what I mean? She's my mother. I love her.
Yeah.
But I just don't get down. I don't have no traits of hers, man. She's just cold-hearted. All about herself, you know what I mean? I want. Just real. She didn't drink or nothing like that. But see, there was mental health. There was mental shit on my mom's side, you know. My grandpa, I was like, man, where's he at? You know? And he was anyway, he was in a crazy place up there above Chico in Paradise.
Okay. So there's mental health problems running in the family.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any of those issues, if you don't mind me asking?
I said I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You say, to get. I hear you. I hear what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But do you feel like you don't hear any voices, or
Sanest?
you're pretty sane?
Without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of the sanest motherfuckers you want to be around.
Yeah, you seem pretty there. You know
I'm
what I mean?
down to earth.
Both of you do.
I'm loyal. I'm old school, man. I'm principled, you know.
That's a green breed.
You know, we'll talk about really turn this fucking place upside down out here. Turn this fucking place upside down out here. Turn this fucking place upside down out here. Fentanyl, man.
Yes, Ed is not lying, you guys. Sonoma County has a real issue. It's actually ranked number 2 in fentanyl overdose in all of the Bay Area, second only to San Francisco County, which kind of surprises me. I think San Francisco and Sonoma are 2 different worlds, but really, they're not. We got a real issue. Matter of fact, Sonoma County in 2021 reported 109 fatal deaths due to fentanyl. Pretty scary stuff, man. Also, I'd like you guys to check out these national statistics.
Yeah. Tell me about that. When did that start?
Well, like 10 years ago, I had a girlfriend who had no breast, right? And she used a fentanyl patch, right? And I never messed around with it, man. But it's shit, all my friends are gone, man. All my friends are gone, man.
What's up, man?
What's cracking, dog?
How old are you, Josh?
I just turned 33 in March 5th, 1990. The legend was made.
So you're 33.
Yes, sir.
Are you originally from this area?
Yes, I was born in Memorial Hospital, just down the way there. Yeah.
So you're a Sonoma County boy your whole life?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Representing, you know what I mean?
That's right. So tell me about your childhood. How was that? What was that like?
Dude, I had an amazing childhood. My childhood was so fucking dope, dude. My father, as my friend here admires his father, I admire my father. My father's my best friend. Mm-hmm. He is legitimately the epitome of a fucking savage. He works, he fucking doesn't lie, he doesn't fucking cheat, he doesn't steal, he's a fucking humble man, he owns 2 properties. He's a mechanic, and he's super smart. Just very admirable. And so, growing up, I was a spoiled little brat. And I had a brother, but I was always a favorite, you know what I mean? So, I was just running a fucking luck, you know what I mean? Having a blast, yeah, for sure.
How did you do in school?
Dude, I always got good marks. You know, my dad was, I admired him a lot, he was strict as fuck. You know, I come from a military family as well. My grandfather was a Navy foreman, he was like 25 years old. Some shit, like crazy smart dude, like, but just hard as fuck. You know? Hard as nails, man. So I didn't get away with a lot, but school was really important, and I enjoyed it, man. It was like, you know, it wasn't ever something that was like, I never had any kind of disabilities or anything. It was just like, it was cool. I liked getting good grades because my dad would be happy. I'd have a badass fucking birthday party, invite all my friends and shit at Scandia, and be all in the cracking. Okay. So like, school was cool.
You sure you graduated?
2008, yes.
So you graduated?
Montgomery High School.
Okay. So tell me when did things start to kind of turn left for you, so to speak?
Well,
I mean, you come from a good family. You seem smart.
yeah.
You have a good father.
I like to think so. It depends on your
I mean, you seem like you got a head on your shoulders.
For
You
sure.
know, you're not talking crazy.
Yeah. Well, what happened was when I was born, my mother actually was, God rest her soul, she passed away when I was 13, but she was a raging alcoholic, one of the worst I've ever seen. And I'm actually very lucky and fortunate to not have any serious, or have had any serious birth defects. Because she was drunk when she had me. I was drunk when I was born in the world. Anyway, so I'm very blessed in that regard. I'm very thankful. Anyway, so that was my mom's story, basically. I was only 13 years old when she died, but my mom was a saint. I was her only son, but she fucking just could not stop drinking. And growing up, watching all the chaos and shit that ensued with the alcoholic nature of her addiction was just fucking outrageous. And she would like...
Give me an example.
Well, one of the worst ones that I could think of really was I was about 9 years old. My mom was in I think Katati or something with a boyfriend of hers. He was a cool guy. Anyway, they would rage, dude. My dad was real strict and would never allow any fucking weird, funky shit going on when I was around, especially that age. Anyway, so I was always really tight-lipped. My mom would ask me to be, because she would just crack off every weekend, and I saw her on the weekends. You know, my dad got custody of me when I was 1 year old, and because my mom was off the hook. So anyway, 9 years old, I'm in her room watching WWF or whatever. You know what I mean? Watching wrestling. I'm 9 years old. You know, Stone Cold. You know what I mean? I'm all about it. Got the cat in a headlock and shit. Like jumping off walls. Anyway, my mom and her people are in the kitchen just fucking tearing it up, right?
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I start hearing like confrontation, kind of like it's scaring me a little bit. I'm
Yeah.
like 9 years old.
Yeah, you're scared. Yeah.
It was an older man, a gentleman, and his wife fighting. They're drunk.
Yeah.
And the next thing I know, this woman just flies through the door, bursts, just slams open. She comes flying through the room I'm in. And I remember just being very scared and not knowing what to do. And he comes in and just, I mean, he lets her have it. Like Floyd Mayweather, baby. Just bam, 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 and blood and cops. I mean, it was horrible. And this was on a Saturday. My father was going to pick me up the next day, right? And so my mom's falling down drunk, can't, responsibly do a damn thing, you know what I mean, in the state she was in. Anyway, the next morning she's crying to me, begging me,
Don't tell Dad.
please, Josh, I'll never be able to do it again.
Yeah.
And it was like traumatizing me because I didn't like the chaos, man.
Yeah.
And so like having to like not.
So you held the secret.
Yes, exactly, and I hated it. And so I started to resent my mother.
Oh.
But I loved her so much, but I started resenting her because every time I'd go to her house on the weekends, she would turn up and it would be all fucking.
No, don't worry
It'd
about
be
it.
all bad. It would just be on and cracking. It was just always turn to 11, man. And so eventually I started resenting her. And anyway, my dad would eventually meet another woman. Anyway, I started calling her mom.
You liked her.
I liked her a lot. She took care of me, and my mom was just not there, and I was 13. And I was just, you know what I mean? I was just naturally more accustomed to my stepmother. She was there, and she took care of me, and so I eventually just started calling her, hey, Mom. And I did it for my mother one time, and it killed her. I mean, it just devastated her, and I still hold that resentment for myself.
You felt guilty.
Dude, I have been suicidal since.
And you
Because
think it's
shortly after that, she would eventually drink herself to death.
so you felt a little bit, may have, forgive me if I'm overstepping,
hey, go ahead.
but you may have felt responsible for her death in that
100%,
sense.
100%, I still do it.
Okay,
And
Joshua,
I'm
you
almost
know,
sure that is the case, and it's like, it's a fucking hard.
Josh, we just got done saying you're a smart guy, right?
Yeah.
That is not your fault, bro.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I mean, listen, I'm only 13 years old, you know. I mean, I don't know about addiction, I don't know anything about that. But I know, and I don't carry that burden anymore because it's not right.
But you did it that time.
Absolutely. And not only that, I felt after she passed away, I felt very insignificant. I felt maybe like I was not a good enough son to keep my mother alive because she had been going through rehabs and things like this too for years before she died, and she just couldn't get it right. And so I developed a very weird complex where my self-esteem was fucking just damaged because I felt like, wow, my mom was not really loving me that much, man. It's like she was in the hospital, she just doesn't want to fucking do anything right. Like, doesn't, like, I'm crying to her all the time, telling her, Mom, please stop. I don't want to be here when it's like this. And I'm growing, I'm like 10 years old, you know, so I'm like kind of voicing myself a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's like a little child anymore. So I'm telling her, I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to be here.
Right.
I don't want to deal with this. I'm tired of it. I want to go home in Santa Rosa. She lives in Petaluma. I want to go home and play Xbox.
Yeah.
And hang out with my friends. I don't want to be here and see the cops all the time and shit.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting really frustrated at this age. And so I'm just becoming more like distant and just not, because I don't understand addiction, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Are these people crazy?
Yeah.
Keep me away from these psychos, man.
Yeah.
And so anyway, but it would eventually very much damage her. And I didn't know at the time, but anyway.
Okay, so when did you start to use?
I started using early on after she died in 2003. I was 13 years old, and I was in 7th grade, and it was the summer of 7th grade when I started regularly smoking weed and stealing my dad's beers. You know what I mean? He'd have a 30 block in the fridge, and I'd sneak 3 of them. You know what I mean? And just be like 007, Mission Impossible. Drink 3 beers and think it was like, you know, totally. Anyway, so yeah, and then after my mother died, I remember when my problematic drinking started. I remember one day developing a very bad case of depression, and I had to get up for school one day, and I had to like bring in a book report that I didn't do, and I just didn't want to fucking do it, and I just didn't do it. I couldn't get out of bed. It felt like, okay, for me to get up, take a shower, and get ready for school, it was like I might as well just go fucking climb Mount Everest while I'm at it, right? I just could not do it.
Right.
And the depression, I didn't know what was happening to me, and I remember I just felt like, you know what, a fucking beer would be nice right now. And you know what, baby, that started the motherfucking train, and it has been roaring since, dude. When I took alcohol as a way to feel better about my depression and my emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Using that as an outlet, oh man, it fucking got me, and I drink half a gallon a day, man. I mean, I have to have alcohol, like it's my baba. You know what I mean? First thing in the morning, I gotta have a couple shots of vodka. You know what I mean? And it's like it's weird, like I haven't drinking today, and I'm still like I'm starting to like get the shakes and stuff. It's really weird. Like I haven't had a drink today. I'm trying to slow down a little bit. It's ruining my life.
Right.
I'm in a horrible situation. I'm not gonna get into that right now. My life is just very chaotic.
How long have you been on the streets?
I've been on and off in the street, on and off since I've been 15. Like I said, my dad's, I come from a military family, and I've always been a kind of a little hellion, you know, a little rebel, right? Always in trouble. So after my mom died, I just said, you know what, dude, you want me to go to school? I just watched my mother die. You know what can you do? You know what I mean? And that was my attitude, and I was an out of control young man.
So let me ask you what are some of the hardships you've been facing on the streets?
On the streets, you are running into people who are just as fucked up as you, or worse, and they are very dangerous sometimes, and oftentimes very unpredictable, and understandably out of control. So you have to be very careful that you don't befriend people because too easily, I should say, too easily. You know what I'm saying? I'm very like open and you know whatever. And, like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a tough guy or nothing like that, but I grew up in a family where corporal punishment was absolutely not fair. If I got in trouble, motherfucker, dad's gonna whoop you, and it's gonna be nasty. But anyway, so that's just physical violence was kind of like always incorporated as you know, earning my bones growing up. So I always got hands, and I'm never afraid to like you know scrap it out with anyone like that. But I'm just saying, like, some people will absolutely fucking rob you and steal your shit and catch you.
Yeah.
You know, my mom also for a while lived on 24th and Mission, Tenderloin over there, and so I grew up there for a while too. And so you know, I just adapted to the chaos eventually. But you know, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. You have to be fucking tough, but you have to be smart though also and understand like things like how to navigate. There's food banks. There's people like you, you know, who are graciously out here trying to spread awareness and things. There's so much help out there. People are fucking lazy. You know what I'm saying? But I think too, like you mentioned earlier, the fucking fentanyl, man, is wiping the fucking. I mean, dude, it's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad, dude. I've been pulled over in the last couple of years. I had some dope on me or something, and the cop don't even want it. Where's the fentanyl?
Yeah.
Just give it right back to me. I was like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, dude, my people would fuck me up.
Yeah.
They're just not into that kind of thing. Like, it's just not accepted in my circle. You know?
Right. So,
It's killing people. Man.
is it safe to say this is not the lifestyle you want to be living?
Fuck no. Dude, when I was in 7th grade before my mom died, I used to wrestle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I should, by all intents and purposes, be a fucking gold fucking Olympic wrestler. I mean, dude, I got straight A's in school. I was fucking killing it, dude.
Yeah.
Then my mom died, and I just gave up.
Yeah.
It's like, cause it, you know, believe it or not, dude, at that age, it's tough, man. You're just trying to go through puberty, you're just trying to get a girlfriend, and like, you know, you gotta get good grades, you gotta get into college, and you gotta like really start fucking hustling.
Right.
And so when something like that happens, like, I was just totally traumatized. It's like, if you stood next to a 44 caliber, boom, what would happen to your eardrum? It would blow out, you'd lose your hearing.
Yeah.
What happens when you see something that just fucking melts your brain?
Yeah.
And you cannot, like, you know what I'm saying? Your brain is organ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't focus. You know, you're developing depression and major anxiety issues and social anxiety issues, and you're just all fucked up. And it's like, I didn't sign up for this. What the fuck is happening to me? You know?
Yeah.
And then, I mean, but it's just a sad story, bro. But, you know, I am somebody who I would consider has a really good moral compass.
How do you feel about? Do you talk to God about your situation?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I talk about it every day.
Do you feel like you have a relationship with
Oh,
God?
absolutely, 100%, man.
That's good.
Dude,
That's good.
Jesus. He's like my big brother.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, man, Pops is gonna be pissed, bro. You better stop, man.
Yeah.
He's, you know, no one goes through the Father except for Jesus, man. Jesus was a real person, really existed. The story's real. He's mentioned in every major religion.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a real, yeah.
Now, if somebody was to watch this this film right now and wanted to help you in some sort of way, would you accept that help?
No.
No,
I'm a very bashful person naturally, but I don't really need it. I would, if anyone really would feel in their heart to help me, pay it forward. Help your fellow man. Me and this gentleman here were just talking about it before you showed up. How important it is to help your fellow man. Okay, you know what? I might be a pariah. You know, people might look at me and normally you might say, you go, wow, that's a bad guy. You know, he's a fucking weird one. Leave him around like I'm a cockroach in their fucking kitchen. But guess what, dude? I'm an actual human being that's actually out here doing the best I can.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to survive, and I'm trying, like, you know, long story short, right now in my position, I just found out my beloved girlfriend is having affairs with a couple of my dear friends. Some of my good friends.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do about it, so that's actually what I'm doing out here right now. I'm trying to find a little nook and cranny where I can just fucking, you know, not have to, like, do anything drastic or, like, you know, I just wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's...
You know that's not what God wants you to do.
That's not, exactly. Vengeance is his, and you know what? I need to come out here and just get some meditation time.
That's good. I hope you get some peace, man.
Yeah.
I hope you get some peace.
But it's all self-induced, though, too, man. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I mean, you gotta be careful. You gotta pick your battles wisely.
That's it, man.
But life is good, man. Life, dude, I'm so blessed, bro. You wouldn't believe, man. Life is it's up and down. I've been at the top, like, 3 years ago, dude. I run forklift, you know. I'm a forklift operator. And 3 years ago, bro, I had a lot of cash like this. I mean, bills are paid, car, fucking paying rent like a, you know, normal person, I guess. It's just, and then boom, one day it was gone. One day I started drinking again, and boom, it was gone.
Wow.
And I've been back and forth, you know what I mean? But for me, like, look, this cart of food right here, you need to check this out, dude. Here, check it out. The gentleman I'm with right now just pulled these, still cold, just pulled these from the dumpster. Just pulled these from the dumpster.
Right.
I mean, unfucking believable. This is like, dude, this is like probably like a $300-400 fucking cart of food.
Right.
That I just pulled from the dumpster. So
Right.
for me, it's like, I don't know. I don't see any reason why I can't, like, you know, I don't know, go to the dumpster and get fucking food, right? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Food, man.
Yeah.
So anyway,
if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all, man. I'm all about it, bro. I'm all about it.
Hopefully, he will intervene with us. Thank you first for really telling the story. It's one of the best interviews I've had.
It's all right.
And we really,
Hey, I'm just shooting from the hip, baby. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
no, you told the truth, man.
That's right, bro. Hey, it's about to the truth,
All right,
man.
here we go.
Go fake the funk,
Dear Lord, I'm asking you to please come into Jackson's life, man, and get him off the streets. Help him kick this alcohol, man. And just give him peace in his heart and let him know that his mom is all right and that it wasn't his fault. And that, everything's gonna be all right, man.
Amen, dude. Hey, bro. Let me tell you something, dude. I appreciate you guys so much. This is so cool. But like I said,
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to Josh and Ed's story. I thought it was a great story, man. Especially Josh. Josh was really good at explaining it, how things had chronologically how his life ended up the way that it was. Please, you guys, man. I'm gonna shoot the GoFundMe page here in a second. Please write it down and bless these guys, man. Help them out. Maybe we can help turn their lives around. Remember, God's always watching, and you know, it's the right thing to do. Let's help these people out. Also, do me a favor, subscribe. That help us out a lot too, man. And peace be with you, and God bless you.
My straight out the pit, I'm still breathing, nights I in it, liver on fire, remember true, liver on fire, let's get to the groove, Vegas, we gon' keep it all biblical, overflowing with the love of Christ, when I looked around and it was plentiful, Satan got him a prison full of the wicked one that is cynical, we don't fight against flesh and blood, but I promise you it's all spiritual, I ain't tripping, I'ma lean on Christ, job's coming, I'ma be alright, I was blind, never see my sight, sun go down, got peace all night, I ain't tripping, I'ma lean on Christ, job's coming, I'ma be alright.